LLC or corporation. That's the best way to go about it. Is you can control within some guidelines how the entity is taxed and how profits and losses are distributed. The IRS has regulations, of course, that set limits on the amount of flexibility you have in allocating those kinds of things. So that's a really general answer to that question. But without knowing more, I can't put much meat on those bones because it's a very broad question. If there's something specific that you're thinking, you can email me afterwards, or you can Google for a resource. It's really excellent, and I'm going to type it in the chat box here. So the authors are Linda Curry, and it's a So it's something like a small farm guide to tax law. So something like that. You know, actually what I'll do is I'll post that guide to the CSA webinar page after we're done. That's a really great place to go for more detailed tax questions.
I also do have a couple other questions that have popped up here. Mm-hmm. What if you were selling products wholesale to a CSA?
The same. Okay, so what if? Well, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure what the question is. If you're selling wholesale through a CSA, so I imagine what the person means is they have a separate entity set up, and that business combines the product and markets the product to consumers. Like, say somebody could start the Mississippi River CSA, and it combines product from 8 different farms. You know, and people write their checks to Mississippi River CSA. If those farms don't have clearly defined responsibilities there, then of course these same concerns apply that we've discussed. What do we have? Do we have a partnership? Do we have, you know, personal liability for these things? How do we get in and out of the business? So those things would be really, really important to get straightened out. So I'm not sure if that helps the person think through what their situation is. If they're just selling product to someone else who happens to run a CSA, then there's more insulation from liabilities for what that company is doing if it's strictly a sales relationship rather than going in to get profit together.
Okay, and one final.
Mm-hmm.
If there are 2 companies are separate, but there's no contract separating them and someone gets hurt, can they sue both parties?
They certainly can try, yes. And that happens a lot. Generally, when somebody is injured, the attorney handling that case is going to sue everybody. You know, anybody that could be sued will get sued. And then they will figure it out in court who's actually responsible. And that's really where the role of insurance comes in. Even if you're not liable, you can be forced to defend yourself and show that you didn't cause this injury. So that's, yeah, everybody gets dragged in. I really don't work for an insurance company. I don't sell any insurance policies, but it's my job to help folks understand where risk is and how to manage it.
There was one